have you ever wondered what kind of rice is best for diabetic people? Well, you're in the right place. We're diving deep into the world of rice, a staple food for over half of the world's population, and its relationship with diabetes. But first, let's talk about diabetes. It's a condition that affects the way your body handles glucose in your blood. Managing it often involves careful attention to your diet, which brings us to the concept of the glycemic index. This handy tool helps us understand how different foods affect blood sugar levels. Now, why should you care about rice? Well, for many cultures, rice isn't just a food, it's a tradition, a comfort, a way of life. But with diabetes in the picture, can rice still have a place on the plate? Today, we're exploring the world of rice and its effects on glucose levels. Let's get started. Before we dive into the types of rice, let's understand the concept of the glycemic index. You may have heard the term glycemic index or GI tossed around in health circles, but what exactly does it mean? In simple terms, the glycemic index is a scale that ranks carbohydrate-containing foods by how much they raise your blood glucose levels compared to a reference food, typically glucose. Imagine you're at a race, and the runners are different kinds of food. The food that crosses the finish line first, causing a rapid rise in your blood glucose levels, is glucose itself, the reference food. Now, depending on how fast other foods reach the finish line compared to glucose, they are given a GI score. Foods with a high GI, like white bread or certain types of potatoes, sprint to the finish line, causing a quick spike in your blood glucose levels. These foods have a GI score of 70 or more. Then, there are foods that take a leisurely jog to the finish line. These are your low GI foods, such as lentils, non-starchy vegetables, and some fruits. They cause a slow, steady rise in blood glucose levels and have a GI score of 55 or less. Lastly, we have our medium GI foods. These guys are somewhere in the middle. They don't sprint, but they don't jog either. Think of them as brisk walkers. These foods, which include whole wheat products and sweet corn, have a GI score of 56 to 69. Understanding the glycemic index is crucial in managing your blood glucose levels, especially for individuals dealing with diabetes. Incorporating more low GI foods into your diet can help maintain a steady blood glucose level, reducing the risk of complications associated with high blood glucose levels. So, where does rice fit into all of this? Well, the answer may surprise you. Different types of rice have different GI scores, and choosing the right one can make a significant difference in your blood glucose levels. The lower the GI, the slower the rise in blood glucose levels. Now let's see where rice fits in. First up, we have the most common type of rice, white rice. White rice is a staple in many diets worldwide. But let's take a closer look at what it brings to our tables, particularly for those monitoring their blood glucose levels. White rice is essentially brown rice that's been milled to remove the bran and the germ, leaving just the starchy endosperm. This milling process gives white rice its fluffy, light texture that many of us love, but it also strips away a good chunk of its nutrients. While white rice is often enriched with some vitamins and minerals, it's important to note that these added nutrients don't make up for everything that's lost in the milling process. White rice is primarily a source of carbohydrates, and it's relatively low in fiber and protein compared to other types of rice. But let's talk about the glycemic index, or GI, of white rice. The GI is a ranking system for carbohydrates, indicating how quickly a particular food can raise your blood glucose levels. Foods with a high GI are digested and absorbed rapidly, resulting in a swift spike in blood sugar. White rice has a high GI, typically in the range of 70 to 80. This means that it can cause a rapid rise in blood glucose levels, which isn't ideal for individuals who need to keep their glucose levels under control. On top of that, white rice has a high glycemic load, which takes into account both the quantity and quality of the carbs it contains. A high glycemic load can contribute to insulin resistance over time, which is a risk factor for type 2 diabetes. So, while white rice is a convenient and versatile food, it's not the best choice for those seeking to manage their blood glucose levels. Its high GI and glycemic load mean that it can cause blood sugar spikes, and its relatively low nutritional value doesn't offer a lot of benefits to offset this. Although popular, white rice isn't the best choice for diabetics due to its high glycemic index. Next, let's talk about a healthier alternative, brown rice. Now you might be thinking, what's the big deal about brown rice? Well, let me tell you, it's pretty amazing. Brown rice is a whole grain, which means it contains all parts of the grain, including the fibrous bran, the nutritious germ, and the carb-rich endosperm. This is in contrast to white rice, which has had the bran and germ removed. Because of this, brown rice has a lower glycemic index, or GI, than white rice. Remember, the glycemic index is a measure of how quickly foods raise blood sugar levels. Foods with a lower GI value are better for people with diabetes because they cause a slower, more gradual rise in blood sugar levels. So, when it comes to GI, brown rice scores a moderate 55 on the scale, while white rice is up there at 73. That's a significant difference, but that's not all. Brown rice is also high in fiber. Fiber is a type of carbohydrate that your body can't digest. While this might sound like a bad thing, it's actually very good for you. Fiber slows down the digestion process, which helps to prevent spikes in blood sugar levels. It also helps you to feel full for longer, which can help with weight management. And since being overweight is a risk factor for type 2 diabetes, this is a big plus. There are also numerous studies that back up these claims. For instance, a study published in the Journal of the American Dietetic Association found that eating brown rice instead of white rice reduced the risk of type 2 diabetes. Another study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that the high fiber content in brown rice can help to improve blood sugar control in individuals with type 2 diabetes. So, as you can see, brown rice has a lot going for it. It's a healthier alternative to white rice, especially for people with diabetes. Brown rice is a better choice for diabetics due to its lower GI and higher fiber content. So next time you're thinking about what kind of rice to eat, why not give brown rice a try? Now let's venture into the wild with wild rice. Imagine yourself in the serene landscapes of North America where wild rice naturally grows. It's not just the picturesque scenery that's fascinating, but the unique, nutritious grain that it produces. Wild rice, despite its name, isn't technically rice. It's a species of grass that produces edible grains that resemble rice. These grains pack a punch when it comes to nutritional value. They're high in protein, fiber, and other nutrients, making them a healthier alternative to many other types of rice. Let's talk numbers. When it comes to the glycemic index, wild rice sits at a comfortable 57, making it a low GI food. This means that wild rice slowly releases sugar into the bloodstream, which helps maintain steady blood sugar levels. It's an excellent choice for individuals seeking to manage their glucose levels effectively. Another remarkable feature of wild rice is its high protein content. A cup of cooked wild rice contains about 7 grams of protein. That's more than any other variety of rice. Consuming foods high in protein can help you feel fuller for longer, reducing the urge to snack and potentially helping with weight management. Now, what about the taste? Wild rice has a unique, slightly nutty flavor and a chewy texture that adds a layer of complexity to any dish. It's versatile enough to be included in salads, soups, or as a side dish. Plus, the striking black color of cooked wild rice can make any plate look more appealing. Keep in mind though that wild rice does take a bit longer to cook than other varieties. But don't let that deter you. The nutritional benefits and unique flavor profile make it well worth the wait. So, there you have it. Wild rice, with its low GI and high protein content, is another great option for diabetics. It's a wild card that could bring a new dimension to your meals while helping you manage your blood sugar levels effectively. Isn't it time you went wild with your rice choices? Of course, there are many other types of rice out there. And in our journey through the rice fields, we couldn't leave out some of the unique and flavorful varieties that add color and diversity to our diets. Let's start with black rice, also known as forbidden rice. This intriguing variety gets its name from its rich, dark color. But what makes it even more interesting is its nutritional profile. Black rice is packed with antioxidants. In fact, it has more antioxidants than blueberries. And where does it stand on the glycemic index? It has a moderate GI value, making it a better choice than white rice for those watching their glucose levels. Moving on to red rice, a variety that's hard to ignore with its unique reddish-brown hue. This color is a result of its high anthocyanin content, a type of antioxidant. Red rice is also a great source of fiber and has a nutty flavor that can make any meal interesting. And the best part, red rice has a low to medium GI, again making it a more suitable option for those managing their glucose intake. Finally, we have basmati rice, a fragrant variety that's a staple in many Asian cuisines. This long-grain rice is known for its distinct aroma and delicate flavor. But don't let its lightness fool you. Basmati rice packs a nutritional punch with its high fiber content. Interestingly, basmati rice has a medium to low GI, depending on whether it's white or brown, making it a pretty good choice for those keeping an eye on their glucose levels. Remember, every rice variety has a unique GI value, and this can be influenced by how it's cooked. So, it's always a good idea to do your own research and consult with a healthcare professional to find the best fit for your specific dietary needs. As you can see, there's a whole world of rice out there, each with its own unique features and effects on glucose levels. So, which type of rice is the best for diabetics? That's what we've been exploring. Let's recap. We've learned that the glycemic index is a crucial tool for understanding how different foods can impact blood sugar levels. We've also discovered that not all rice is created equal when it comes to diabetes. White rice, while a staple for many, can cause spikes in blood sugar due to its high GI score. On the other hand, brown rice with its lower GI score can be a healthier alternative. We delved into the world of wild rice as well, revealing its low GI and rich nutrient profile. We also touched on other types of rice, highlighting the importance of variety in your diet. Choosing lower GI rices and incorporating a range of grains in your meals can make a significant difference in managing diabetes. Remember, managing diabetes isn't just about avoiding certain foods, but about making informed choices that support your overall health. We hope this video has been helpful in your journey to understanding diabetes and diet. Our aim is to provide you with the most accurate, up-to-date, and easy-to-understand information. If you found this video useful, why not share it with your friends, family, or anyone you think might benefit from it? It's a simple way to spread awareness and help others in their health journey. We also encourage you to join the conversation. Do you have any comments or questions about what we discussed today? Maybe you have a personal experience you'd like to share? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. We love hearing from you, and we're always eager to learn from your experiences. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. You're already taking great strides in managing your health by seeking out information and learning. Stay tuned for more informative videos on diet and health. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to managing your health. Thank you for watching this video on the best rice for diabetic people. We've journeyed through the world of rice, unearthing the benefits and drawbacks of various types, all with the aim of finding the best options for those managing their blood sugar levels. We began by understanding the glycemic index, a crucial tool in determining how different foods impact our glucose levels. We then delved into the specifics of different rice types, from the common white rice to the nutrient-rich brown and wild varieties. The key takeaway? Not all rice is created equal. For those with diabetes, brown and wild rice stand out as the superior choices due to their lower glycemic index, helping to maintain more stable blood sugar levels. We've discovered that brown and wild rice are better options for diabetics due to their lower GI. Remember, it's all about making informed choices. Stay healthy, and see you in the next video.